as a freshman. As we get ready for the jump, Falcons going left to right, and the Panthers right to left on your radio dial. Falcons in green with white trim, and the Century Panthers are in white with dark blue trim. The official waiting, I guess, for the official sign to go, and we are ready to rock and roll. Controlling tap is Rochester Century. A pass cross court. They're moving right to left again on your radio dial. The Faribault Falcons get a steal almost. Century does track it down, bringing it back into the. Here's a pass on the left wing. They're going to pass it at the free throw line. A shot smack dab in the middle of the paint's no good. Rebound yanked down by Bauer. And she'll leave it off for Reavers, who will bring it up across the Falcon logo. Passes it on the left side to Bauer. There's no paint inside the lane here at Nolan Gym. Nice quick ball movement there. Swanson got quadruple teamed and ended up losing the ball. Faribault's first turnover. And that's kind of been the bugaboo on their season, and it certainly has. As Clary, got to keep my Clary straight here, because we got two of them. Inside the lane, going right down the lane. Shot's no good, and a foul's going to be called on the Falcons. Jordan Sutton took it to the rack. It'll be on Megan Swanson, the foul. So Sutton heads to the charity stripe. She's a 5'11 junior. Swish. She'll have another. 1-0 Century just underway here at Nolan Gym. And it's good. Century will put on the press. Vetris to Bauer. To Vetris, gets trapped. Back to Bauer. Bauer throws it to Reavers across court. Gets it back at the top of the key. Swings onto the right side to Vetris. Swanson looking to post up. Now pops out to the wing. Faribault trying to get some good motion here. They get it to Vetris for three. It's no good. Comes up short. Swanson saves it in, but right into the hands of the Century Panthers. Coming flying down the court is Addison Clary. Shots up off glass and scored by Taylor Clary. So the Clarys combine on that one. And it's 4-0 Rochester Century. As Reavers at the F logo, almost an over. Oh my, he called it an over and back. Well, I thought sure she got over in time, but I guess not. Be another turnover for Faribault. That was a freshman mistake there. Pass cross court. Here's a triple left side. It's no good. Rebound tipped around. We're going to have a push, they say. Is it going to be on the Falcons? Nope, it's on Clary. Again, that's Taylor, the freshman. As Faribault again has to master this press. They get it to Vetris. Vetris dribbles to the right side of the hoop, leaves it behind her for Swanson. Oh, man. Cross-court pass that gets taken away. Clary goes the other way. Layup good. Man, oh, man. That was a line drive pass. And that's why it ended up in points on the other end and a layup. She's going to be okay, I think. Clary, she might have hyperextended her knee or something. She's limping a little bit there, her ankle or something. Man, that doesn't look good. You never like to see that. But Century's out to a 6-0 lead. We do have I think they are working on the knee, the left knee. She does have some pads on both of her knees. Yeah, when I was a kid, I had to wear braces. It really was not fun. And they didn't have the really good braces like they have nowadays back then, you know. These were metal honkers. And I had to wear ankle braces, too. They're working the knee, so it is the left knee. And she banged into that wall pretty good. There is padding on each end of the wall here at Nolan Gym as she went in for the layup and got fouled. So hopefully she'll be okay. Tomorrow we've got boys hockey for you on KDHL. We'll get underway about 4:15 as the Faribault Falcons take on the Winona Windhawks at Bud King Arena. She's not putting any weight on that left leg. That is not good. Not good at all. She's being taken off the floor and going to be going to the trainer's table right now. Get a look. The trainer's going to take her over. That's the beautiful thing here at Noma. We got a professional trainer. Of course, I'm sure they had in Rochester. Of course, in Rochester, the world-renowned Mayo Clinic, they've got to have some trainers at their games too. But that's something we didn't have when I was a kid either. So they've gotten smart as we've gotten older, I guess. So she was supposed to have the free throws, but obviously they can choose anybody now. And I didn't catch the number. Free throw's good, 33. For Rochester Century, that's Bailey Clote. She's a 5'10 freshman. Bailey Clote makes it 7-0. Century leads. Faribault's Vetris got trapped in the corner right by the sideline and the end line. Now Bauer looks to dribble penetrate, goes right baseline, and the ball gets stolen away. Coming back the other way is Rochester Century. Down the lane, layup is good. Sutton scores the layup, and Coach Garcia says, well, 9-0, I better take a timeout. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? 7 of their 9 points have come off turnovers. It's kind of been the story of the season so far for the ladies. 7 of their 9 points off turnovers. We do have a timeout by the Falcons. We'll keep it right here. So I can tell you that at the conclusion of our broadcast, we will have our Cashwise Foods and Pharmacy of Owatonna delivery of the game. We need to select a delivery of the game, and it could be the opponent. I did that in the Owatonna game. I chose the opponent making the delivery of the game. It doesn't have to be Faribault. Cashwise Foods and Pharmacy of Owatonna is bringing you that. Malika's Auto Body brings you our Crunch Time Faribault performer of the game, or performers. And so far, Faribault has not scored. 9-0 is our score. And it's hard to score when you're turning the ball over, so Coach Garcia trying to settle down the ladies, and we'll see if the adjustments they hear. Century will, of course, continue to press. No reason not to. Pass comes in. Vetris throws it across court. Now they lob it to Vetris again. Takes them a while to get the ball across the timeline. Vetris has it on the right wing. They're going up against a zone defense here. Lob pass, the high post. Vetris is there. They get it to Swanson. Swanson wanted to dribble and loses the ball. It's turnover number 5. As Rochester Century comes back the other way. They're already up 9-0 this possession. They could go up double digits. They get it on the left wing. Kirsten Ritz. Now way out high to Clary. That's Addison. Lob pass goes out front. Rote gets it in the left corner. Now back top of the key. Thought about a 3. Did Bailey Clote. Decides against it. Throws it on the left wing. Vetris kind of over pursued, and she dribbled right by her and got a little 5-footer. That was Kirsten Ritz. She was putting on the Ritz there. 11-0. Century leads. Swanson goes right to the basket and scores. Megan Swanson gets the first hoop for the Falcons. It's 11-2 as Clote has it. Swings it on the left side to Ritz. Back to Clote. On the right side, they lob it in the corner. Notice not a lot of dribbling here either by Century. Well, and as I say that, there's one dribble, but a bounce. And we got a foul called on Faribault. It's going to be on Vetris. Her first. Century will inbound the ball. They pass it in the left corner. Dribbling to her right is Ritz. Here's top of the key three. It's no good. Rebound's taken down. Well, Faribault, the young lady from Faribault, went there and got knocked off by her teammate. Oh, my. You got to communicate. I got the ball. Pass in the corner. Rochester Century goes right by the defender, and I thought she was tied up by Swanson. She's going to try it under the basket shot. Missed it, but Century gets it back. There's a three. It's no good. Rebound, battle for, and Vetris gets the long rebound. She'll bring it up across the F logo. Volleyball attack line. Swing it left side to Bauer. Bauer gets it over to Swanson. Swanson dribbles to her right. Backs up. Now Reavers, top of the key. Vetris for three, and it's no good. Rebound. Nice box out there by Rochester Century's Clote as they bring the ball up. I'm sorry, that was Ritz who boxed out. Clote now has it over to Ritz. Gets it in the lane. They loop inside. Here's a little 15-footer that's good. Got a little roll action. Little roll action for Rochester Century's Jordan Sutton. Her second hoop. She's got 6 points. Reavers, left side, 13-2, Rochester Century. Swanson out front, lobs it left side. Bauer goes in attack mode and on the way loses the ball. Turnover number 6. As Clary passes it on the right wing. Man, he might have gotten away with a little push-off on the other arm, and now Bauer gets a steal. Bauer goes down the left sideline. Bauer goes into the middle of the floor. Gets, oh, nice pass. Nice pass by Bauer. That might be the delivery there. Ellie Hunt scores on a beautiful pass by Bauer after the steal by Bauer. They get their first 2 points off a turnover. They might share in that delivery. Pass goes on the left wing, and we'll see if Faribault can get some stops here. Only 9 points down, and got plenty of time to get this to a close game at the half. A little pick and roll action. Another steal. As Hunt has the ball knocked away as she's bringing the ball up the floor. Century gets the ball back. Top of the key. Clote is going to be fouled by Hunt. Century will be shooting free throws before too long if you keep calling fouls like this. Kylie Petrichka's in the game, a senior. I think she's one of their AAA award representatives, if I'm not mistaken, here at Faribault High School. Got a chance to visit with her during tennis. What a neat young lady. Pass on the right wing. It was so much fun doing those other sports too, and I'm hoping to get to some of that here this winter as well. The boys swimming and diving and gymnastics and, you know, sports we typically don't get to visit with a lot. We had another foul called. It's on Petrichka. Pass goes in the corner. Here's an open triple, and it's no good. Rebound taken down by Century. Under the basket she goes. Passes it inside, trying to get in the lane. The ball's taken away, but it's going to be a tie-up call, and it'll belong to the Falcons. Young lady thought she was fouled, was going to shoot free throws. No, it's a tie-up. So Bauer will inbound the ball. And again, until you show that you can handle it, they're going to press. As Bauer passes it. Hunt measuring her steps, gets it out top of the key to Bauer. Bauer dribbles right side to Petrichka. Over the top. Got a little air under that pass. Couple of dribbles on the right side by Hunt. Gets it out front to Petrichka. Nice pass in the corner. Bauer back to, here's a shot from three, and it's good. Hitting the triple is Sydney Bauer. So Sydney Bauer hits the triple, and it's 13-7, and just like that, it's a two-possession game. 10:35 to go in the first half. Halftime, we'll look at all the scoring, too, and whatever their other stats I can muster. As Rich was dribbling around, here's a three, left side, no good. And Century gets another rebound. Sutton goes up and ends up missing a layup. Rebound, oh my. We've got pushing and shoving and everything else, and we just had a technical called on, I think, the Falcons. I think that's who they called it on. They were both kind of tussling each other, Sutton and Bauer. I don't know if he just issued a warning or something. Olivia took exception to something that, if it was Sutton elbow or something. But they did call a technical. So Century's at the free throw line. They get the ball too. And typically you put your best free throw shooter on the line, and she missed. This is Ritz. She makes that one. Century's in the bonus. They have scored 4 points at the free throw line. Faribault's not been there yet. So they get the ball back. As I said, Ritz will inbound it. Standing at midcourt. As bringing it up is Audrey Whitney. 5'6" freshman. Pass goes on the left wing. They got a lot of freshmen on this team. Whitney swings it on the right side now to Spear. She's a junior. Now in the left corner, again over pursues, shots up, off glass, too strong, no good, and we're going to have a foul on Century on the rebound. It's going to be on Sutton. So again, the Falcons will see pressure as Hunt looks to bring the ball up, gets it back to Reavers. Uh-oh, bad pass. Tried to pass it to somebody who was double covered. The ball got knocked away, and Faribault fortunately gets to retain possession of the ball. Again, they're moving left to right. Century's in a 1-3-1 now. No, I guess not. Oh, yes, they are. They're just pressuring out at the top. Pass goes on the right wing. Hunt gets it back out front. You just need to be patient, and you attack zones here. Attack them. Reavers. Petrichka for three. It's no good. Rebound is going to be taken down, well, by nobody. And Faribault can't track the ball. It's going to go flying out of bounds and belong to the Rochester Century Panthers. Petrichka almost flew out the door, literally. Good hustle there, going after the ball. 14-7 Century. They doubled them on the scoreboard with 9:20 to go in the first half. Looking to bring the ball up is Whitney. Now dribbling to the left to Spear. The volleyball attack line. Swings it on the left side to Ritz. Back to Spear. Now Whitney. Ball's deflected and almost stolen away by Herta. There's a tie up. And now they're going to call a foul. They called it on Petrichka. That's her second. So Sutton's back at the free throw line. Wonder if she's related to the Sutton Rodeos up in Lakeville. Missed it. Rebound's taken down by Hunt. Century is 4 for 6 in the free throw line, and Faribault has not shot a free throw. Of course, they've turned it over a lot, and you don't get to shoot free throws normally then. Herta dribbles to her right, then back to her left. And again, the ball's picked off on a questionable pass. Coming back the other way is a layup. Spear scores on the layup. More points off turnovers, and it's 16-7 Rochester Century. Reavers. Cross-court pass. They get it to Petrichka. Petrichka dribbles left side, stops, shoots. She tried to throw the ball over the iron right under the basket and got fouled. So hopefully she can make some free throws here for the Faribault Falcons. Call the foul on Lydia Niederstadt. She's a junior, 5'8". Free throw is missed. These are the first free throws shot by Faribault in this game. Herta's going to sit down. Swanson's back in the game for the Faribault Falcons. Down 16-7 with 8:23 to go. And she made the second one. Kylie will come out of the game, and Vetris will check back in. Heavy Vetris. And Faribault will put on some pressure. You know what they say, press a pressing team, and all the way down the floor, that's how you beat a press. Bailey Clote scores. Just one long pass. There was nobody back there, and that was a big mistake by Faribault. You should have somebody back. Here comes, oh my, how did Swanson catch that ball? That was a great catch. Pass cross court to Reavers. Reavers goes over to Hunt. Right side to Swanson. Now back top of the key. They go with it. Swing it all the way to the left side. Vetris to Swanson. They're looking for something to open up inside, I'm thinking. Hunt. Ooh, they had Vetris on the baseline for an instant. She's going to pop out, shoot a just inside the three-point line shot, and make it. It's 18-10. Spear loses the ball. I can't believe what I just saw. Spear lost the ball when she was dribbling. They called her for foul. And, you know, the Faribault girl caught it and ended up landing on her derriere, but I don't think she shoved her or anything. Well, the officials had a better viewpoint than I do. So, again, they're trapping. And if two people are trapping one, somebody's got to be open. And you got to get rid of the ball before you get trapped. That's kind of the key. Vetris throws it on the right side to Reavers. Now back. They get it. Here's a Hunt three. It's bottom of the net. Ellie Hunt could step right into it. Nice assist by Swanson. We got a 5-point game with just under 12 minutes to go in the first half. Pass goes on the right wing. You get it back top of the key is Bailey Clote. 5'10" freshman. Here's a shot inside the paint. It's kind of a fadeaway. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Hunt. They don't have a press when they miss. So coming up the floor, the Falcons Reavers. Gets it to Vetris at the volleyball attack line. She'll dribble once. And now she used up her dribble. Passes it all the way to Swanson. Swanson. Man, these cross-court passes. They're trying to get it back to Vetris. Vetris will back up. Not bad if it's got some air under it on the cross court. Swanson takes a couple of dribbles into the corner. Spear tries to knock it away, and Swanson it evidently was off of her. So Faribault has another turnover. That's their 10th turnover this first half. They almost have as many points as turnovers as points. And we got a timeout. It's 18-13. Century, meanwhile, only has 2 turnovers in this first half. First Faribault has not pressed a lot. Again, coming into tonight, the Mankato West Scarlets and the Rochester Male Spartans sit atop the Big Nine at 6-0. Austin's 4-1. Mankato East is 4-2. John Marshall and Northfield are 3-3. Owatonna is 2-4. Winona's 2-4. Red Wing is 1-1. You heard me right. 1-1. Rochester Century is 1-4. Albert Lee is 1-5, and Faribault is 0-6 coming into tonight. As you can hear, they are cranking the tunes here at Nolan Gym. Gordy Kosfeld here at the KDHL Sports Microphone. We're in Nolan Gym. Rochester Century Panthers are visiting Faribault tonight. Falcons will put on some token pressure here. As bringing the ball up is going to be Addison Clary. She throws it to Spear, now in the left corner to Clote. Clote takes a couple of dribbles to her right, pops a long-range jumper. It's no good. Nice box out by Erda. And a foul's going to be called on Sutton. Just a very nice box out there by Erda. And I'm shocked they're not going to put the press on here. I guess it was a missed basket, wasn't it? 18-13. Evidently, they don't put the press on when you miss a basket. So Vetris, Reavers are in the backcourt bringing the ball up. The right side is Sydney Bauer. Ball got knocked away. Faribault will retain possession here. Herta was going to inbound the ball. Now Vetris will inbound the ball. They got 2 down low, 2 up at the free throw line on either side. Swanson pops into the corner to get it. Tosses it right side to Reavers. Back in the corner. Vetris for 3. It's bottom of the net. A swish for Evie. Makes it a 2-point game. Coming back the other way. Layup is missed and a foul is going to be called on Bauer. Sidney. And they're just beating him down the floor in a heartbeat. At the free throw line is going to be Ritz. She's 1 for 2 tonight. The left-hander. He hits the first one. She'll have another. She's a senior, 5'11". Makes them both. 6-1 at the free throw line. That's kind of the difference, isn't it? They got a 4-point lead. Vetris to Reavers. Back to Vetris. They've got the press on. Remember, they just made a bucket. There's a deflection of a ball, and it's going to belong to Faribault. So Vetris will inbound it right below us here at Nolan Gym. Tosses it into Swanson. Swanson will leave it for Herta. Herta passes it. The volleyball attack line to Bauer. Now on the right side to Vetris. Vetris passes it to Reavers. Reavers gets it back to Vetris in the lane. Dribbles through the lane. Now they get it all the way in the left corner. Some dribbles by Bauer out front. Here's a long 3. It's no good by Reavers. I mean, that was out there maybe a couple feet behind the 3-point line. Pass goes on the left wing. Ritz thought about a 3. She's being guarded by Vetris. Gets a screen. Now tosses it over on the right side to get it back top of the key to Clary. That's Addison. As they're just going to move the ball around here with no dribbles. Nice bounce pass and a layup missed by, oh my gosh. And here's a steal from behind as Swanson got her pocket pick there. Here's a long 3. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Herta. And we're going to have a foul on the Rochester Century Panthers. It'll be on Ellis Molik, a freshman, 6 feet. Boy, they got some young players on this Century team. They're going to be really good in a couple of years. They stick with it. Vetris, volleyball attack line. Gets it between the circle and that volleyball attack line. Herta swings it on the left side now. Bauer over the top to Vetris. Vetris, it's a 4-point lead for Century. 20-16, and here's another turnover. So Century will get the ball, and Faribault will put on a press. And hopefully they'll have somebody back so they don't get a layup out of it. They got everybody up in the one side of the court. So there's nobody back to protect the basket. All you got to do is throw over the top of it. You got somebody wide open. 4 minutes, 9 seconds to go in this first half. It's 20-16 Rochester Century. We thought this would be a good competitive game. Remember, Faribault was down 9-0 to start this game. Right? They've outscored Century 16-11 since then. Is this the only song they got in the CD? I asked Mr. Temple, and of course he looked at me like, you're crazy. Well, most people know that. Well, Faribault's got a chance. There's 4:09 to go. You can still get the lead here. You're only down by 4. Let's see, Century's got on the floor Lydia Niederstadt, the 5'8 junior. Addison Clary, the 5'6 junior. Kirsten Ritz is a 5'11 senior. Faribault's put on the press, and they do have Swanson back here to protect the basket. Pass goes on the right side. You just don't leave the ball. Oh, man. There it is. Layup. No good. Rebounds by Spear. Here's a 3, top of the key. It's short. Rebound pops out to Herta, and Faribault with a three can get to within one. Pass goes on the right side to Vetras. Vetras being guarded by Addison Clary. Gets it to Bowers back in the game now. Olivia gets the ball back just inside the three-point line and scores at the top of the key. Olivia Bauer buries a shot. It's a two-point game. There they go again, and that was a travel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She caught the ball and spun to go to the basket for a layup. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. They can tie or take the lead. Falcons were down 9-0 to start this game. Vetras, they really measure against this press. I don't know how they get it over in time, to be honest. Pass goes over to Vetras. Must be a slow counter. Bauer takes a couple of dribbles to his right, and or her right, I should say, was going to get it to Swanson. The ball almost got stolen away by Rich. So Bauer will inbound the ball, holds up some sort of sign to her teammates, gets it to Swanson. Swanson, again, the Century Panthers are playing zone here. Reavers is going to throw it over the top of the zone, and that's good if you got good enough air on it. Nice rip pass by Bauer to Swanson. Came up short on the shot, gets the rebound. Swanson takes one dribble, passes it out top, and it's almost in. It is stolen away. And here comes an outlet pass and an easy layup for Addison Clary. She just leaked out and was wide open, and they almost got another pick. It's 22-18. That was a turnover, wasn't it? Vetras. It's amazing you're down by 4 with 11 turnovers. Swanson, top of the key, Bauer. Bauer fakes left, goes right. She'll hand it off to Swanson. Swanson, top of the key, Vetras for three. It's no good. Rebound taken down. Reavers had it, lost it, gets it back. Now back to Vetras, another three. It's no good. Rebound, Bauer had a box out, I thought. We got a push from behind on the Century Panther. I think it's on Ritz. Yeah, it is on Ritz. So at the free throw line is Olivia Bauer, the junior. And she missed it. Rebound comes down to Century. Faribault's 1 for 3 from the free throw line. 6 for 8 are the Panthers. That's why they're up 22-18 here in the first half. Screen by Spear. Didn't really use it. Ritz has it. Screen again. There's a little pick and roll action here. They get on the left side. Vogt bounces it on the right side. Faribault is defending better here. Pass goes on the left side through Ritz. For, as I say that, she pops in a free. And Kirsten Ritz, she's got 8 points. It's 25-18, back to a 7-point lead. They had it within one pass. That's it, and here's another turnover. Got to go to the ball. Ritz goes left side, throws it across the lane for three. It's spanked in. Oh my, did she call glass? Spear. High off the glass, goes to three. It's 27-18, back up to a 9-point game. Here's another pass that almost ended up in a turnover. There's Swanson's going to bounce it back to Bauer. Bauer's going to go toward the basket, try to pass it to her teammate. It's stolen away again. Ritz scoops it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Reavers. Reavers is going to bring the ball up. Spinning one way and then the other. Gets on the left side to Bauer, over the top to Vetras. Vetras the open three, and it's in and out, no good. Rebound taken down by Ritz. Float throws it ahead. Here's another layup, and they missed it. Rebound taken down by Reavers. Man, oh man. Reavers gets it to Vetras. Vetras at the attack line, volleyball. A long three by Reavers again is really not close. Rebound comes down to Century. They throw it up to Ritz. Ritz throws it across court. There's a 15-footer. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Swanson. We'll get it to Reavers. Well, Faribault, there's 14 seconds left. Would love to get this a little closer here before the half. Go for the last shot. Better hurry, though. There's 8 seconds. Vetras passes it. Now they get it underneath the Reavers. You got 3 seconds. Here's a long shot. It's no good by Bauer, and that'll be the first half. Rochester Century 27, Faribault 18. Century ends the half going, what was it, 7-0 run, something like that. That's how they ended the half because turnovers reared their ugly head again. You're not going to believe that stat. When I tell you that stat, you're going to say, how can this be a single-digit game? It's 9 points here at the half. 27-18, the Rochester Century Panthers on top of the Faribault Falcons. We'll have our halftime report. Take a look at that scoring from the first half and whatever other stats I can muster right after this 90-second timeout. Well, it is halftime here in Nolan Gym. The Faribault Falcons trailing the Rochester Century Panthers by a 27-18 score. I'll go over the Century statistics first. They have really good balanced scoring here. They're led by Kirsten Ritz with 7 points, 6 for Jordan Sutton, 5 for Kennedy Spear. Those girls are 5'10", 5'11", 5'11". Taylor Clary, the freshman, has 4 points. 3 for Clote off the bench. Bailey is a 5'11 freshman as well. And 2 points for Addison Clary. Did I get that right? Of course, Taylor went down with an injury early in this game. She was taken off, and I have not seen her back yet, unfortunately. 6 of 8 from the free throw line was Rochester Century. 1 for 3 was Faribault. One of the reasons why the Century Panthers have their 9-point lead. It was just under 4 minutes to go, and Faribault was within 1 possession, 1 basket to, and all of a sudden they had a lot of turnovers at the end, like they had most of the half. And we will sort all that out for you right after this 90-second timeout. They have 16 points off turnovers. My gosh. That was a 7-2 run to end the first half by the Rochester Century Panthers. You might recall the game started with a 9-0 lead for Rochester Century. It was 9-0 early. And then, as I said, Faribault got it. Well, they outscored them 16-11 at one point. And then they're down now by 9 at the half, 27-18. Faribault was 1 for 3 from the charity stripe. They had 3 threes in the first half, one by Ellie Hunt, one by Evie Vetras, one by Kylie Petrichka. Or no, not by Petrichka, I'm sorry. It was by Sydney Bauer. Sydney Bauer got the other 3. Petrichka was 1 for 2 from the free throw line, and Olivia Bauer missed the only other free throw that Faribault even got to shoot in the first half. They have pretty good balance, too. 5 by Hunt, 5 by Vetras. They've got 3 by Sydney Bauer. They got 2 for Olivia Bauer and 2 for Megan Swanson. In fact, I think that was the first hoop of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Here is the stat of the first half, and I mean the stat of the first half. Faribault had 12 turnovers in the first half. Century had 3. Faribault had 16 points scored off their turnovers by Century, while the Falcons only scored 2 points off Century's turnovers. That's a 14-point difference. We've got a 9-point deficit here at the half for the Faribault Falcons. Usually that statistic correlates even better with the score. It's amazing to me. Let's say there's 10-point difference in the turnovers, and usually you see like a 10-point lead. But here it's 9, 27-18. If Faribault can master breaking the press, and quite often they do break the press, but then they get into the other end of the floor, and I don't know if they get hurried or what, but some passes that are like line drives cross-court against the zone, not advisable. You're going to do a cross-court pass, got to have some air under it. I'm sure that's exactly what the coaches have been telling them and are doing so right now. Meanwhile, Rochester Century also has done a pretty good job on the glass the first part. Faribault did a really nice job on the glass in the middle portion, and then toward the end of the half, again, the turnovers just did in the Falcons. It's unbelievable that you can give up 16 points off turnovers and only be down single digits when the other team didn't turn the ball over much at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a 14-point differential, points off turnovers, the stat of the first half. So we're just about set to get the second half underway. We're going to throw it back to the studios, hear from some of our super sponsors. Again, at the conclusion of our broadcast, I'll be choosing our Cashwise Foods and Pharmacy of Owatonna delivery of the game. I got one in mind already. Malika's Auto Body brings you our Crunch Time Faribault performers of the contest, too. It could be one player, it could be 2, it could be 3. We'll find out. Courtesy of Malika's Auto Body right here in Faribault. When your vehicle suffers crunch time, you know where to take it. Malika's Auto Body. Century Panthers are back on the floor here. Faribault still getting their last-minute instructions. We'll return with the second half right after this 90-second timeout. We are just about ready to get the second half underway. The Faribault Falcons and the Rochester Century Panthers here from Nolan Gym. Again, this is available if you wanted to watch the video of it on the Faribault Community Television YouTube channel. Troy Temple's got his cameras set up. They're HD, they're awesome, they look incredible, and he's a smart man. He keeps the cameras on the action because he knows I've got the face for radio. Gordy Kosfeld here at the KDHL Sports microphone. Starters are back on the floor for Faribault. Megan Swanson and Olivia Bauer and Evie Vetras, Isabel Herda. Also on the floor for Faribault is the freshman Haley Reavers. They brought her in for ball handling, I'm sure. And Century, let's see. The young lady's back that went out of the game. That's awesome to see. Taylor Clary, the freshman, she's back on the floor to start this second half. She's got a good bounce in her step, too, and I don't see her limping at all. Man, I don't know who that trainer is, but he's got a miracle in his bag because she couldn't put any weight on that leg at all coming off the floor. Sutton has it. Let's see if Century's a little more patient here. They've got the 9-point lead. If they can build it to double digits. Top of the key with it is Clary. Pass goes to Sutton on the baseline. Faribault needs to do a better job on that baseline, and we got a shot, a foul on the basket. Sutton scores, and we'll go to the free throw line. I should give you the points in the paint, too, because that's another big feature for Century. They missed the free throw, but Ritz got the rebound. Sutton passes it to Clary. Top of the key, the other Clary. It's a three, no good. Rebound, Vetras tries to track it down, and it's going to belong to Century. She thought it was off the Ritz, but the official said nope. Pass comes in the left corner to Ritz. Pop it out. Spear gets to it. Clary swings it on the right side to Clary. Now Sutton, about 18 feet away. Top of the key. They get it. Free throw line extended right. Pop it out behind the three-point line is Clary. Now hands it off, and they are a little more patient here. Start this half, and I would be too. Pass comes top of the key to Spear. Weaves down the lane, shoots the shot, and scores it. So Spear gets another bucket in the paint. Man, they have a lot of those. Swanson gets it to Vetras. 31-18, biggest lead of the game here for Century. Bauer goes to the basket, and it's blocked out of bounds. Well, Bauer acted like she might have had her hand hit. Swanson gets it on the right side. I was always told the hand is part of the ball. Here's a three, and it's in and out, no good, man, oh man. It wouldn't go down for Bauer. Pass goes on the right side to Spear. Top of the key, Clary now in the left corner, Ritz for three. It's short. Rebound taken out by Swanson. Swanson will get it to Bauer. Bauer brings it up, passes it underneath. On the right baseline, Hurdle drops it, and Bauer just picks it up and puts it in over the iron. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Just popped right to her. Here's a turnover by Century. We can get this to single digits here as Bauer passes it in the left corner to Vetras. Vetras goes inside the lane, scoops it off glass, right-handed left side, and scores. They scored off the turnover. And it's 31-22. Bounce pass across the lane, shot right under the basket, rolls in. Man, you can't ask nothing better than a two-footer, right? Sutton scores. Back to an 11-point game. We got a travel on the Falcons, their 13th turnover of this game. So Century will inbound it right in front of their bench. Megan Swanson will check out here. Petrichka's back in the game. Lob pass comes in to Sutton. Sutton fakes left, goes right, bounces it. Here's a three. It's no good. Rebound. Bauer had it, almost lost it, gets it back, leaves it for Reavers. Reavers tries to bounce it back to Bauer, and it's stolen away by Century. Down the lane, she stepped right by the defender, but missed the layup. Rebound put back up and in by Sutton. So more points off turnovers, as Reavers will pass it over to Bauer. Bauer passes it on the right side. Vetris open three. That's from quite a ways out. She didn't get the friendly bounce. Under the basket, Bauer got the rebound and ends up having it stolen away. Coming back the other way is Spears. Stops from 5 feet. Missed it. Rebound's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Faribault Falcons. You can tell by Spears' reaction, she's a little upset with herself. She kind of rushed the shot. Been there, done that. 14:30 to go. It's up to a 13-point Century lead. Believe it or not, with just under 4 minutes to go, this was a one-possession game in the first half. Vetris passes it to Herta, back to Vetris. Now swings it on the right side to Reavers. Here's a free throw line shot. That's no good. Rebound taken down by Rochester Century. They come flying up the floor with a basketball. Here's a pass wide open under the basket. She took an unnecessary dribble to have the defender cover, but she's missed the layup. Put it back up 3 times. Here's another rebound by Century. Another dribble and another score by Spear. I told you they had lots of height, 5'11", 5'11", 5'10", and they are active 5'11", 5'11", 5'10" girls. Obviously good athletes, and they have pumped this up to a 37-22 lead, 15 points. But remember, Faribault did make a great comeback in the first half. Certainly capable of doing it again. But I got the sense, I got the feeling, I got a hunch that Century's going to slow the game down a little more. When they get this lead now, just take a few more ticky-tocks of the clock when they're in possession of the ball to frustrate the Falcons. Points in the paint. I was promising you that, wasn't I? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 20. 24 of their 37 points are in the paint. That's a lot. I already told you how many points they got off turnovers, and those are usually layups, right? Points off turnovers, usually layups. And, of course, those would be points in the paint. Faribault, meanwhile, has 2, 4, 6, 8. They have 8 points in the paint. The points in the paint, I don't think it would surprise you that points in the paint are usually probably easier to come by than the threes. You know, if you shoot 40% from three, it's phenomenal. You should shoot over 50% inside the lane. Vetris throws it across the timeline to Bauer. Now over to Hunt, who's back in the game. Let's see who else is in the game. Herta's in the game. And the ball was deflected right in the hands of Coach Garcia. This is Sydney Bauer is out there. Petrichka gets the inbounds pass. Hunt has it. Volleyball attack line, dribbles to her right. 1-3-1 here by Century. You want to attack this on the baseline. And you have to have quick passes to do it. Vetris wants to go baseline, but she got double teamed. Gonna move that ball. Hunt bounces it on the right side. Bauer has it, gets it to Vetris. Vetris thought about a three. She's being challenged out top. Gonna quickly move the ball. Pass goes to Bauer. Bauer swings it right side to Vetris. Sooner or later, she get an open wing shot. And there's an open top of the key shot, but missed by Hunt. Rebound's taken out by the young lady who had the knee injury earlier. Clary goes all the way down the floor, and there's another layup. Clote scores on the layup. another layup and more points in the paint, and it's 17-point lead for Century. And, Faribault doesn't score enough to get too far behind here, and they just turned the ball over again. Inbounding it will be Taylor Clary. She's the freshman, 5'7". Pass the top of the key. Sutton tries to throw it across the lane, and Faribault end up with the ball. That's a turnover for Century. Just their 5th. And up by 17. They're going to keep the press on, which is okay. Faribault needs to work against it. Vetras. Middle of the floor. Swanson or Herda. Now it's Vetras. Passes it on the right side. Top of the key, they go with it to Bauer. Bauer throws it on the right side to Vetras. They tried to get it into Petrichka, and the ball got deflected, and it's stolen away. 17 turnovers now for Faribault. It's Rochester Century with the ball. Clote bounces it right side to Clary. Clary, one dribble to her left, gets it back to Clote. Clote back to Clary. Clary a couple of dribbles right side, and she traveled. Well, they're trying to sort of let Faribault back in the game, right? Last 2 possessions, they've had 2 turnovers, but Faribault has not been able to capitalize. Sutton's going to get a breather here as they'll put on the full court press. 39-22 Century leads. Faribault needs somebody to get hot. And who's that somebody going to be? Reavers gets it to Petrichka, middle of the floor, over to Bauer. Bauer on the left side. Passes it. Now they get it back top of the key. Hunt dribbling to her right. In the 1-3-1, here's a shot blocked. Reavers shot from the corner. Coming back the other way is Rochester Century. Clote has it. Clote loops it. Now they get it in the corner. One dribble going right to the basket. Another layup. That's the first basket for that young lady, who is Ella Smolik. Boy, they had a good hockey player, Smolik, over, if I remember right, in Rochester. Here's another steal. How does she tightrope the sideline? Yep, she's called out. Wow. Well, I like this defense for them because of those long wingspans of those ladies. Well, I guess we got an illegal screen or something here. They called it on Bauer. Her second. That ends up losing a possession. That's the 19th turnover. I mean, you lost the possession. That's a turnover, right? Pass top of the key. One dribble. Now back in the corner for 3. Bottom of the net. As in the game for Century to hit the 3 is Anna Tauscher. She's a junior, 5'9". Comes right off the bench and drains a triple. 44-22. They've doubled them on the scoreboard. Faribault scored 4 points this whole half. Bauer's 3 is no good. Rebound taken down by Century. She tried to dribble up the floor, lost the ball, got it back, got it to a teammate. As Century looks like they're going to pick up their second win. Here's a triple, long range. My word. That was Audrey Whitney, the freshman, 5'6", and she just absolutely buried it. So they're feeling very good over at the Rochester Century sideline right now. Up 47-22. They have outscored them 20-4 here in the second half. 20-4. And I got to write this down now. 3. They got 7. They got 23 points off turnovers, and they've got a big-time lead. Well, right now, if you're Faribault, you just want to get this, see if you can get this to single digits. Faribault's got some games coming up, too, that are winnable. I mean, they do play at Winona, and they play, well, I don't know, Red Wings 1-1, so Red Wing must not be playing anybody right now. They got two girls at the top now. They were playing a 1-3-1. As Hunt dribbles to her right, bounces on the right side. Bauer's back in the game. We've got Olivia Bauer. Reavers trying to dribble with a double team. Right side, it's Bauer. Goes right baseline under the basket. Gets it to Reavers. Now, nice quick pass. There's an open look. No good by Hunt. Again, the key there was it was a good quick pass. Century comes up the floor, left to right, across the F logo. When are they going to let the air out of the ball? I'm not saying stall, but I'm saying just be more patient. Ritz gets it on the left side. Now on the right side with the basketball is Tauscher. Here's a layup good. Another layup. As Tauscher scores the layup, I guess. That's what he announced. Here's another pass that was cross-court and ill-advised because it was a line drive. 49-22. Bauer will inbound it. They line up like dominoes on the left side of the lane. Trichka pops out. They lob it way out front to Reavers. Reavers gets it over to Hunt. Hunt over to Petrichka. She's in the corner. Gets it back to Hunt by the sideline. She's trapped. Now top of the key. Here's a Bauer three. It's no good. Rebound. Petrichka battling for it. They go a tie-up. Century fans wanted a foul. And Petrichka had to readjust her headband here. So Reavers will inbound it. They line up two down, low block, two up either side of the free throw line. Petrichka pops out to get it. Hunt, top of the key, gets it in the corner now to Reavers. Reavers takes one dribble and throws it right to a Century Panther. Coming back the other way, a layup. I thought she took more than two steps, but we have a foul called on Faribault. She ran right into her. It's going to be on Tauscher, the basket by Tauscher. This could end up being another three-point play. I mean, she just... this does not look good. She has not moved much at all. Well, we had an injury to a Century player earlier. She left in the first half, came back, not worse for the wear. But here we got the trainer looking. Yep, it's been a different second half. Boy, I tell you, the Century Panthers in the last, last probably 2.5 minutes, they went on a 7-2 run to end the first half. So they had a 9-point lead at the half, and you know, Faribault was down by 9 to start the game, 9-0, came storming back and had it within one possession. But turnovers have just been the big bugaboo, and layups. They get a lot of layups off turnovers. And they are still attending to the injured Faribault Falcon. So we'll take a timeout here. He's asking her to squeeze his hand, and that doesn't look good. So we'll be back right after this 1-minute timeout. Well, that does not look good, and I do know that Olivia Bowers had some concussion problems in the past, and this looks like it might be something like that, you know. She got run into and probably banged her head on the floor. And we hope she'll be okay, but she's a little groggy coming off here, and when he asked her to squeeze his hand and something, that's kind of scary. So please remember her in your prayers tonight as Century's going to go to the free throw line. And the free throw is in and out, no good. Petrichka gets the rebound. It's Tauscher who got the bucket. Missed the free throw. Faribault is 0 for 1 from the line this half. As Sydney Bauer passes it across court to Vetris. Vetris over the top to Reavers. Reavers gets it back to Vetris. Vetris now back to Bauer. Bounce pass goes in the corner. Vetris dribbles to the wing, tosses it out high to Reavers. Now back to Vetris for three. It's no good. Rebounds chased down by Bauer. Bauer tries to throw it in the lane, and it's turned over. Coming back the other way is Rochester Century. Looking to drive baseline was Ritz. They swing it all the way around to Audrey Whitney. Now back to Ritz, guarded by Herta. Ritz dribbles to her left. Here's a 15-footer, left side, rims off. Rebound taken down by Century, and oh my, that was like a wrestling match. Going for the ball. Jeez. Do they call foul? Here's a three left side, and it's no good. Rebound Century again. And it wasn't one of the taller girls that got the rebound. Well, maybe it was. In any event, it's another jump ball. Or not jump anymore. They call them tie-ups. Yeah, we got a lot of tie-ups in this game, too. Reavers left side to Vetris. Vetris. The Falcons just let this get away from them when they got it within one possession. Petrichka was trying to drive left baseline and clearly got fouled. Foul was called on Ella Zmolik, her second. So Century brings in their starters again. Up 51-22 with 6:55 to go. Herta will inbound it. As they get the ball back into, is in the game for Faribault is Maggie Leichtman. Reavers has it. Century switched to a man here, and the ball stolen away. Another turnover. Out front is Addison Clary. Swings it on the right side to Clote. Clote dribbles to her left. Of course, Faribault's been playing zone, and they've obviously mastered it with layups, which shouldn't happen. To get it back out front. Clary. Now they swing it all the way to the left side. Again, no over dribbling here. Moving the ball. You dribble, you do it with a purpose. Went right around the defender, missed the layup. Did Sutton, and she'll go to the free throw line. I think the foul's on Herta. That's her first. So Sutton will be at the free throw line. She's been there, well, she's 2 for 4. 51-22 Rochester Century. Faribault has scored 4 points this whole half. There's 6:04 to go. Century scored 24. She missed them both, and again, Century gets the rebound. Here's another three. Rims off. Rebound again, Century. That was Spear. Pass goes on the left side. They just outquick them to the ball. Clote. Now gets it to Clary. She'll bounce the pass all the way to the left side, about 18 feet away. Left baseline going under the basket and missing the layup, but getting fouled is Sutton. And Faribault appears to be a little frustrated right now. Going to be on Bauer. Sydney Olivia went out, and we probably won't see her the rest of the night, unfortunately. Wow. Sutton made the free throw, and I don't know, kind of nodded her head as she makes the second one toward the direction of Bauer. She's 4 for 8 from the free throw line. It's 53-22. My, oh my. Vetris has the ball out front. Dribbles left, dribbles right, and then loses the ball, bounces it through the lane. Now they get it in the right corner. Herta. Again at the free throw line, it's Herta. Passes it across the lane. Lightman goes under the basket, missed it. Did not use the glass. The ball gets knocked away. It's going to belong to Faribault. So Bauer's going to check out. Hunt's going to check back in. Faribault needs points in a hurry. There's 5:03 to go, and they're down by 31. Pass comes in the left corner to Hunt. Hunt turns around, off glass, too strong. Rebound's going to go to Faribault. Herta gets the ball, tosses it to the official. They line up 2 on the free throw line. Herta better hurry, and she throws it right into the hands of a Panther. Down the lane, pass across the lane, layup is good. Spear scores. So Reavers will pass it across the timeline to Vetris. Hunt over to Reavers, has it stolen away. Clary comes back the other way, behind the back pass, underneath the basket, layup is good. That could be the delivery of the game. Sutton gets the basket, and of course they call a foul. That was a really nice pass by the freshman, Addison Clary. Or I'm sorry, this is Jordan Sutton's at the free throw line. The assist was by Taylor Clary. And I just penciled in here that she's going to get the cash-wise delivery of the game. It was a behind-the-back, beautiful pass in traffic and pinpoint. It was awesome. Man, was it good. As Hunt has the ball. Kind of interesting that Century went man here. In the lane, shots under the basket. No good by Lightman, but she'll go to the free throw line. See who they call it on. I think it's going to be on Clote. Believe it or not, it's her first foul. First free throw's no good. Faribault has made 1 free throw in 5 attempts. And the next one's no good. They're 1 for 6. 58-22, Rochester Century. As Clary passes it across the timeline. Here's a 3 left side. It's no good. Rebound taken down. It's kind of an air ball. Lightman ends up with it. Why I can't get this microphone to stay in my mask. Pass goes over to Petrichka on the right side of the lane. Gets it out high. Herta. On the left side, they go with it to McCauley, who's in the game. Here's a near steal. Faribault gets it back. Herta, she's on the ground, both knees, and tries to throw it to a teammate. Throws it right into the hands of Century. Another turnover, and we're going to have foul up the floor. It's running time now. 36 points, 2 minutes, 43 seconds to go. And back at the free throw line is Century. This is Clote. She's 1 for 1. Makes that one. She'll have another. 59-22. So Century's going to pick up their second win of the year, and unfortunately for the Falcons, they dropped to 0-7. It was a 9-point game at the half. It was, with about 2.5 minutes to go, a one-possession game. She made both free throws, by the way. She's got 7 points. So, Century's going to have a happy bus ride home. I noticed they came on a really nice coach bus today, too. And I don't know if that's COVID reasons. You know, you can space more people on a bigger bus. As Faribault is having a hard time getting into any offense. Give Century credit. They do play good defense. Bounce pass comes in the corner, and Hunt has it knocked away. I mean, they challenge everything. I think they call a foul on her on that. I don't know about that. Whitney gets called for the foul. Must have got her arm. So, McCauley will inbound it. Oh, nice pass and a layup. Missed by Petrichka. She gets a rebound and puts it back up and in. Petrichka scores her first field goal. She's got 3 points. And we're under a minute to go in this game. 60-24 is going to be, well, maybe not your final because Century travels. That's their 5th turnover this half, their 8th of the game. Wait till you hear the turnovers for Faribault. Hunt brings the ball up. We need to select our Malika's Auto Body performers of the game. I don't think we have anybody in double figures, but we'll check. It's kind of hard to get people in double figures when you scored 24 points. Shots up, no good. And we got another foul. 21 seconds to go and running. And we may not get the free throws off. Clock continues to ticky-tock. She may not get these free throws off if the official doesn't hurry. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. They stop the clock. She missed the free throw. $60-24 is going to be your final. Rochester Century defeats the Faribault Falcons. They score just 6 points the entire second half, while their opponent scores 33. It was one of those nights, folks. We've all had them. Well, Troy probably has never had a night like this, but I have certainly had many nights like this. No question about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. First half was a lot of fun. They came back there for a while, but Century Panthers really put the clamps down defensively, did a great job on defense. Our delivery of the game is going to go to this young lady from Rochester Century by the name of Taylor Clary. She's the young lady who was hurt in the first half. Looked like she wasn't going to come back at all. She limped off, and I mean, they actually kind of had to help her off the court. She couldn't put any weight on her left knee, and she ended up coming back and delivering our Cashwise Foods and Pharmacy of Owatonna delivery of the game. Taylor Clary, a behind-the-back pinpoint pass in traffic to a teammate, Sutton, who ended up with a layup. That's our Cashwise Foods and Pharmacy of Owatonna delivery of the game. They deliver 7 days a week. We will check out the final scoring. We got some other stats, and we also need to select our Malika's Auto Body Faribault crunch time performers of this game. We'll do that right after this 90.